Jordan, thank you for joining me today on Pop Culture Unplugged.
Man, thanks for having me, man. Always a
Uh,
pleasure.
Exciting times, my friend. We have Bel-Air season three, August 15th. We've been
Man,
waiting for this new season for a while now. The previous two seasons have built up a lot of momentum. What are you excited about for this season coming up?
man, I'm just excited for. I'll say, like, in season one, I think people saw my character as like kind of like this guru. He could do no wrong. I was giving advice to Will and Hillary. It was just like a good friend. You didn't really get a chance to really see his layers until season two, where you kind of saw some insecurities and how he navigated through his relationship with Hillary. I think season three is going to be great because it's more, of course, the relationship stuff with Hillary is still there, but
Yeah.
just diving more into jazz and like kind of what he believes in, the stuff that like he wants and likes to do, and kind of navigating more with Will and Carlton as opposed to just strictly Hillary. So I'm excited for people to kind of see more depth in the character Jazz. So
Mm.
Thursday, man.
Thursday. I like it too, like in the past two seasons, we've seen him evolve in so many ways. Like, how would you describe his journey from the first two seasons and also, and what are you excited about for season three for this character?
I'm just I'm excited that people get a chance to you know kind of like what I said before, kind of like dive deeper into the Jazz character.
Yeah.
Um, in this season, um, I think that like kind of what we learned in like season two is that like Jazz is still a human being.
Mm.
Like Jazz can he loves his record shop. He loves his antique car. He's got the swagger and style. He's got all that down pat.
Yeah.
But like, what's more about like Jazz? You know what I'm saying? What does he believe in? What does he stand for? And I think I love the writers and I appreciate them because I didn't really expect a lot of the feedback that I get about my character. I was blessed and grateful to get the role, and that was very humbling. But because of the feedback and the fans, and they're like, we love jazz. I think it's not anything that has been spoken, but I think that helps, and they're like, okay, well, people want to see jazz, so
Mm.
we gotta go into depth about jazz. And I think what the audience wants is like what they're going to get, especially in this season, and the cliffhangers and just the plot line, and it's more action and it's more romance. Jabari always says, which is I'm going to throw you off, but he said this season is like Fast and the Furious mixed with the Notebook. And I
Mm.
remember like, wow, those are completely contrasting movies.
Yeah.
But that's what season three is, man. And like I said, man, I'm just like, so excited I get a chance to see it. Because keep in mind too, yeah, we shoot these scenes and we have these great days, and we don't get to see it though.
Mm.
So like I haven't seen the season yet, so I'm like, all right, I'm just like the viewers. Like, can we hurry up? Like
Mm.
like I'm trying to see myself. Did I kill it? Like, did y'all keep that one scene?
You mentioned Jabari, he plays Will. How would you describe now that friendship for the last two seasons now heading into season three?
Man, it's so strange because I think Simone, who plays Lisa, she said this. She was like, it's funny because it's like we were so close from the beginning, and we still are, and it's like we kind of wait to see who switches up. Yeah,
Mm.
because some people think like, okay, after three seasons, are you guys getting closer? It's like, no, actually, I think we were. It's like the opposite. Like we were already so close that we're all trying to look at each other like, okay, like who gonna jump off ship first? But dude, from the first day, man, me and Jabari, I think that we say as actors a lot of time art imitates life. And dude, I'm from Los Angeles, South Los Angeles. I kind of went. Jabari's actually from Philly. It's like he he came out here, and our characters are so similar. That like exactly kind of how it is like in the show is like how it just popped off to be from the first day. We shot our scenes, we hung out that night because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's a job. So it's
Yeah.
like we can have fun and stuff on set, but right when we clock out, hey man, see you tomorrow. It could be like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But dude, we hang out all the time. Jabari at one point stayed at my house for like a month and a half because like he was getting this new apartment, but it wasn't ready. And it was like, yeah, dude, just stay with me. So it's like in the beginning of season two, at the beginning, Jabari, well, Will, the character, has been staying at Jazz's house for weeks. And he's like, man, you gotta get about it. And it was just so funny because he actually did
Mm.
that. And that wasn't on purpose. We didn't tell the writers. Like we went to set. We're like, do y'all know that this stuff actually happened? And dude, since day one, man, me and him been locked in, man. But yeah, that's like my brother, man.
That's awesome. You mentioned
Yeah,
also earlier about Jazz and Hillary's relationship. The fans are excited about that.
man, I can't wait for them to see this season, man. Because we left off with, you know, I kind of confessed my love to Hillary and I apologized to her, and you think that she's the person knocking at the door, but it wasn't. She actually ends up going to Lamarcus's house. Now, I don't know what that means to viewers, but I can't wait. I truly can't wait for people to see this journey that Hillary and I go through this season. And it's crazy. It's gonna be a nail biting one, and you're gonna be on the edge of your seats till episode 10, the last minute.
That's awesome. So we got 10 episodes coming up. Like, for how would you tease it to the viewers? What do you hope they get out of this whole series for the season?
Oh man, dude. I think this is so important, man, because there's different genres of television and things of that nature, but I want to say like what they're gonna get is like the full black experience. I think that, from the original Fresh Prince, what was so great about it, it was kind of like a contrast because this guy from Philly, inner city kid from Philly comes and lives with his rich black family, and it just
Yeah.
shows that dynamic. Man, in this, all the plot lines are are so number one cool, but you get to see these different facets of kind of like the black life. We can see like the rich, black family, whose dad is a lawyer with Uncle Phil, and then you got Jimmy Akambolo who plays Jeffrey, and he's this mysterious like British like
Yeah.
killer slash right hand man. That dynamic, him and his relationship with his son. You got Jazz, who's the hustler. He's from inner city Los Angeles, South Los Angeles, and just trying to make a way and dating someone who sometimes he feels insecure about. Just because of uh, her parents being rich, me trying to be a provider, Jazz trying to be a provider,
Yeah.
and just that dynamic, and people can relate to that. We got Ashley, who's like the younger generation, and how
Yeah.
she's navigating through school and her sexuality. Carlton being more of like the man at school, and then like he's not because Will comes in. We got Lisa, who's the swimmer. We got all these different types of relatable families and people that I think that I'm excited for people to, we're going to expand more upon that. But it's great for people to see because everybody can relate to certain things. But I think we kind of hit on all cylinders when it comes to the different types of, people that we have on our show.
Mm.
So I just enjoy the writing. I love our show. I think that it's needed. I do. I think that it's cool that we dramatize the original
Yeah.
because Will even says this to us, like a lot of topics and stuff, especially back then, it was like they couldn't touch every single thing. Certain
Right.
stuff is like, nah, we don't want to put that on TV, whatever, or just maybe because of the genre, we don't want it to get too dark, whatever. So it's cool that we can tackle all those things with still keeping the aura of the original characters.
Mm.
So that's cool.
You mentioned the writers. How often do you go back and forth with the writers? When do they ever ask you, or you like the producers, directors, like, hey, how do you want to do this scene? How do you, like, how
Mhm.
you feel about certain things?
It's funny, dude. I don't do it that much because at the end of the day, and I also have to learn this, like regardless, like this is a job, and they have their job. Their job is to write. My job is to act, no matter what is on the paper.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes it was a funny story. Season two, there's a scene where my card declines when I'm at dinner with Hillary, and she's like, "Don't worry, I got it." I'm like, "Nah, like I got it. Like I just put money in the account. Like I got it. Stop it." With my pride. She's like, I don't really care. Like I'll pay for it. And so we kind of go back and forth on that, and she ends up paying for it, and we get into a huge argument. That's what led to like our first breakup. Because I was like, man, if Lamarcus was here, you would have let him try his card again. When we got that script, that was the one time I really went to the writers. I was like, all right, guys, so like I'm just having trouble because like I would never do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never like in front of my girlfriend bring up another guy and say, just I just wouldn't. I if I complained to my friends or my mom, but I wouldn't do that. And they were like, "Yeah, you're right, you wouldn't, but Jazz would." And I was like,
Mm.
"Oh, I forgot. I forgot I'm playing a character." So what's
Mm.
cool is like kind of since then, people ask me like, "Did you like how the writing was here and here?" I'm like, actually, I enjoy all the writing because it just gives you a chance to be like, okay, this is the situation and this is what's happening. How can you
Mm.
make it relatable, regardless? And so that's been really fun. Just that day was so funny because I was like, y'all, like, is there another way I can say this without just sounding ridiculous? And they're like, nah, that's
Mm.
we want Jazz to be insecure. That's the character we got. I'm like,
Right.
I forgot. This isn't me.
Well, next question. I don't know if you could answer this. Maybe you could tease it. I know we've seen some original cast members come back and play a different role. Are we going to see DJ Jazzy Jeff? Anything? I'm gonna.
Man, that's the one. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait to watch to see. We got a lot of OGs.
Yeah.
Who play characters on this show. We have some more this season. You gotta wait and watch to find out for
Amazing.
real.
Is there a specific episode that's going to stick out for everybody this season that you can't wait for people to watch?
Man, the finale.
Yeah.
Also, it's funny because like we shoot like each episode at a time, and we shot this in like January. So I
Yeah.
actually have no idea. Like, I couldn't tell you really like, oh yeah, episode 4. Like, I don't remember. I can go back and look at the script and be like, oh yeah, we did shoot that.
Mm.
But as of right now, like it's kind of cool too because when this comes out on Thursday, I get to kind of watch it for the first time along with the rest of the world. So it's
Yeah.
cool. It's kind of like I threw it away. It can be like, oh wow, like I'm excited, like actually, not on some like I've already seen this stuff before.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, man, like I'm excited for that. I'm
As
excited
a,
for it
as
to
a,
come out.
as an actor now, do you like to go back to watch yourself on screen or to watch like the episodes that are going to come out? Do you like doing that?
Hell yeah, are you kidding me? Like, absolutely. There are
Yeah.
some people who don't like. I know some of my actors friends, and they'll be like, "Yo, how was the episode?" Not even specifically for this show.
Yeah.
How was the episode? And I'd be like, "Dude, episode was great. Like, you didn't watch it? Like, what are you talking about?" I was like, like I don't know. I just sound weird on TV. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Or like just certain little quarrels people have with themselves, where they're like, they enjoy the work, but they don't like seeing it. I've heard
Mm.
I've heard that with several actors. I think Denzel
Yeah.
does that sometimes. But me personally, I need to watch myself so I can know how I look, how that scene went,
Yeah.
what could I have done better. It's kind of like a studying mechanism.
Exactly.
I'm just always trying to improve. Also, like I just enjoyed the show too. So it's
Mm.
like I happen to be on it, but I really just enjoy the show. I think all of our cast is phenomenal. And I think we were casting like perfectly, man. I really do. I don't know how they did that. I really don't. But all of us are so good and so compelling. I ain't even like, I think I'm out of the 10 episodes, I'm in 8. And like sometimes my favorite episodes be the ones that I'm not even in.
Mm. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So we have Bel-Air August 15th. Jordan, let's end this by like now, how can the listeners, the viewers keep up with you on social media? I know you love posting about the show and about your appearances and everything.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, if you want to keep up with your boy, it's my Instagram is Jordan L. Jones is my full name, Jordan L. Jones. On Twitter, it's Jordan L. Jones _. On TikTok, it's Jordan L. Jones as well. If you just type in my name, I try to keep it simple,
All
honestly.
right.
I try my best. So, man, like, y'all follow me. Stay tuned. This season, like I said, is going to be phenomenal. And I can't wait. I can't wait till Thursday.
That's awesome. Jordan, I
Yeah,
want to thank you for giving me a few minutes. Hopefully we see season 4. We'll get you back on. We'll continue this chat.
of course we can do it, man. It's always great talking to you, brother.
All right, you too.